Alright guys, so this is where we left it off. We got the query string objects from the URL that was passed to us. So now what we want to do is we want to get the headers and we want to get the possible data that is brought forth by the user. So now what we do is for the header, we then say const request headers is equal to request dot headers. So this is like very simple, we're getting that from the headers. And then now what we do is we then say const, because now we want to get an module that will help us to read the data that is coming forth from the user. So we'll say string decoder is equal to require string underscore decoder dot string decoder. So this is what we wanna require. So however, now we need an event listener. So this event listener is for when there is data that is coming in to our server. So an event listener, that will be data, and this will give back a callback whereby we're passing through the chunk of data that we are getting. And then before we do even that, we need to instantiate, because this thing is a class, so we need to instantiate a new instance of this class string decoder. So now you say const decoder is equals to new string decoder, and then we want to pass out the encoding type, that is UTF-8. That's what we want to be using. And then however, we want to have a buffer that will be an empty string. So now when on this request on, when we get this when we get this data, what we want to do is we want to say buffer plus equal to, and then we want to say decoder dot write, and then we want to write out that chunk, right? And then now we need another event listener, that is request on, and then when it ends, right, and then you need a callback, and in this callback, this is where I want to return a response right now. So we clean it up a bit, and then before I even respond, I want to say buffer plus equal to decoder dot end, right? So I want to end that buffer, right? So let's return a response with that. Since we know that this works, we want to return a response with their payload. So we'll say this is the payload, and then we put in that buffer, right? And then for this, definitely we'll need postman, and then we'll, in order to send our request. So right now I have an empty open postman, so we'll say local host net 5000 / test, and then we make a post request, and then I go to body, and then I go to raw, and then I pass to an object that will be test, and then max, right? And then I send that back, and then I'm not getting anything because the server is not up. I say node server.js, and then I run that again, and then I'm not getting anything, right? So assignment of a constant, oh perfect. So what I want to do is I want to say let on this one, instead of giving it being a const, hence we getting that error. And then I send this again, and then I get my object here that is max that, right? So now if we were to get this, now we have this now all said and done, right? So now we'll fix all the structure, what is happening here, because we definitely don't want our payload coming back like this. So we'll definitely fix what's happening here. So don't worry about that, guys. We're building gradually on this API that we're building. So basically we're just building a simple CRUD, nothing hectic, nothing to look into. That depth is just understanding the basics of Node.js before we get deeper into Express. So if you guys like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll be definitely posting every single day until we finish this series, hopefully, and hopefully we do that. So yeah, goodbye.